And now to GMA's Scam Busters. Scams, as you know, serious matter. Victims of scams are swindled out of an incredible amount of money, on average $2,000 to $3,000 each time. One of the biggest scams, phishing. The Federal Trade Commission estimates up to 150 million phishing emails are sent each and every day. Here with tips on the top 5 scams and how to protect yourself is ABC's consumer correspondent Elizabeth Leamy, who joins us from our Washington bureau. Elizabeth?
Robin, a lot of scams are recycled over and over again, but with sneaky new twists. So if you can learn to recognize a few classic cons, you can fight back against the crooks.
Number 1, the phony job scam. This woman posted her resume online and got a job offer to ship computer parts. She doesn't want to reveal her name because of security concerns. The supposed employer sent her a check. She was supposed to cash it, wire the funds overseas, then wait for the parts. She did as she was told, but then her bank called.
They said they had gone back to the bank that the check was drawn on and that the account was closed.
You see, the phony job scam counts on people depositing a bogus check and forwarding their own money to the crooks before they realize. Number 2, the overpayment scam.
This check.
Julia Abrantes received this bank check for $3,800 from a guy who'd been romancing her over the internet. It was repayment for money she'd lent him, plus some extra.
I was supposed to keep $1,000 and send $2,800 to him.
Another phony check. Luckily, by then, Julia had read on the internet that her online beau was actually a scammer in Nigeria. Number 3, the lottery scam. The mail brings good news. You've just won a foreign lotto. The letter says all you have to do is pay the taxes on your prize and you're rich. There's even a cashier's check enclosed to cover those taxes.
One telltale sign of it being a potential scam is that the phone number for the bank is listed. The banks will not put their phone numbers on checks. The reason the phone number is there is so the victims will contact the perpetrators of this scam to verify the information rather than the bank itself.
All 3 of those scams involved phony checks, and the problem is most banks initially cash them, which gives the consumer a false sense of security. But later, the bank discovers it's a fake and comes after you for repayment because by law, you are responsible for checks you deposit in your account, Robin.
All right, Elizabeth, that's 3 scams. Let's get to number 4, something called vishing with a V.
That's right. Of course, phishing is where the bad guys send you an email that looks like it's from a bank or some other business and asks you for all sorts of personal financial information to steal your identity. Well, vishing is voicemail phishing. Instead of directing you to a fraudulent website, they direct you to a phone number. And if you call, you get a series of prompts, once again, asking you for your private financial information.
Well, since you have that phone handy, caller ID, you know, you think that's fail-proof, but even that's not safe any longer.
That's right. Some clever folks have come up with technology that can trick caller ID and make it seem like the call is coming from somewhere else. The technology itself is legal, but bad guys are now using it. For example, in one case, they made it seem like the call was coming from the local courthouse. They accused people of skipping jury duty and then demanded their social security numbers. Again, another identity theft scheme.
What will they think of next? All right, Elizabeth, thank you. You're giving us something to look out for. Appreciate that.